Yeah, I took that timeout early, just I could see it sort of going that way, and I knew they were going to let them play physical. Anytime there's so many comebacks in the NBA, because that's just kind of how it works. And teams, when there's no pressure, you got nothing to play for, those threes start raining in. We've done it to teams. So I took the early timeout, just trying to settle them down, trying to prepare them for that, and it just snowballed on us, and it was like one of those things that you can see it coming, you watch it happen, and there's nothing you can do to stop it. I subbed guys, I kept getting guys in, trying to change the momentum and that tide that was coming at us, and for whatever reason, we could not just stop that momentum. They started getting easy baskets, we started fouling. And that's what happens when you're not strong with the basketball. Turnovers kill you in this league.
Did it remind you of that Golden State game last year?
I mean, they all kind of feel the same, because it's coming, it's happening. That's why coaches are always so uptight when you have a lead. You leave that locker room up 29 and you feel like you're in trouble. And it's just kind of one of those things. That's the way it goes. As far as they're young guys. You try to implore them what's about to come at them, without getting them too nervous or shaking them. But we just everything that we did in the first half, we didn't do in the second half. We didn't share the ball. We turned it over. We held it. It's the same thing that happened in the other two games, frankly. And so, we got to just continue to work and get better and learn from our mistakes.
How tough has the last, 3 games been? Because I know this is about development, but obviously you still play to win.
Of course. We definitely tried to play that game to win. A little bit different than the other two. And it's tough. It's tough, especially as a young coach. I'm coaching my butt off, preparing and doing everything I can. And, of course, we want to win that game. And I'm extremely disappointed that we didn't win that game. I want those guys, because we really had a good practice yesterday. We had a good shoot-around today. And I wanted those guys to have some success and feel like the work was going to pay off for them. And that didn't happen, and it's extremely disappointing.
But, Jesse, you are also here as a teacher, so there's still positives through the experience of going through this for you to relay to these guys. So what are those positives that you're focusing on right now?
Well, I mean, every chance, every opportunity that we get on the basketball court with these guys is a chance to get better, whether that's practice or game. And, in these 3 situations, we've gotten a dose of kind of how to play, when you're down. You keep fighting, you stay professional, you got to get more aggressive. And now we've had the kind of opposite feeling of, okay, we're up, we were rolling, we're up 29, everything's going well, and now how you have to play with the lead. And our varsity team struggles with that. Our main guys struggle with that. It's a tough kind of position for players. They just can't really understand it, and the veteran, only the really veteran teams kind of understand it and know how to stop that tide. And young players, even our guys last year, it's hard. It's hard to play with a lead.
Coaching a team that's rolling like that, how much do you hate to see halftime come and know that you can lose that momentum?
I mean, as a coach, you're never comfortable. You're always on edge, because it's your job to prepare them and be ready for the next hit. And so I don't know if I used the whole 10-minute break or whatever in that locker room trying to prepare them for what was going to happen. So I didn't, it's not like we went in there, we were low key and said, roll out there and let's go have fun. It's time to have fun. We're up 30. No, I used the whole time to try to prepare them for what was about to happen, and it happened. And there was nothing we could do to stop it, unfortunately.
How much of the struggles deal with lack of familiarity between the players, the comfort level? Because something that the Raptors are good at right now is you guys have a core group that's consistent.
Well, it's really tough, because when those things happen, like as a coach, I go to my tool belt trying to grab something that I would normally do, and I don't have it because we don't have the continuity, or Bruno doesn't understand English and I can't relay that information, or something, that I want to go do, unable to do it. And so that, that is tough, but that's, every team is facing that, and that's no excuse. I mean, you know, we were up 29 and we should have won the game. Bottom line, coaches, players, we own that. We have to learn from that, and we didn't do a good job.
Were you happy with the response of Bruno, though, in the first 12 minutes? He had 12 points, looked pretty comfortable after, you know, the other day and everything.
Yeah, no, I knew he was going to come out and play well and compete. And now it's just, you know, being able to take care of the ball. You know, his 3 turnovers were bad. You know, Dwight Bikes has 8 turnovers. I mean, you just, as pros, you cannot afford that. In a game like this, it's a playoff environment, and you can't turn the ball over like that. It just gives up too many easy baskets.